XconMedia.
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you tapping in, man. If you get something from the video, please hit me with a like, comment, and a subscription. Please, man, please. Today, we're going to talk about these officers, man. A couple of DeKalb County officers been doing the most. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything that these people do in the street, but we don't talk about these crooked officers enough. Alleged crooked officers, because hey, this is America, innocent till proven guilty. This first guy right here, man, this clown right here, man, ex-DeKalb County detention officer facing drug charges. Apparently, allegedly, he went into the jail with some weed, some real weed, and some synthetic weed, and had the intent to distribute. Now, what I don't understand is, man, you be so free. Y'all be out here, y'all be free and working a job. You know, obviously somebody got to work that law enforcement job, man. And I don't know, for whatever reason, feeling sorry for somebody, whatever. I don't know. I did 16 years in prison and I still don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? Probably been getting down for a minute. And listen, man, people inside that thing, they're gonna tell on you. They're gonna tell on you. They're gonna talk too much. If they either gonna tell on you inadvertently or on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because for some reason, when somebody incarcerated, they always gotta tell their homeboy that they got the hook up. Well, who you got the hook up from such and such? Make sure you don't tell nobody. Next thing you know, that that person tell one person, and that other person tell everybody else, and now everybody in the dormitory knows what's going on. So these officers, man, they've been doing this thing since the beginning of time, man. It's so many cameras and so many avenues of surveillance. If I was an officer, I wouldn't be trying this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it starts with you hook somebody up one time. Now they got something on you. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to continuously hook them up. Now that homeboy that you hooked up, now it turns into extortion. He got you by the balls. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to do whatever it is that he say you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Up until you get caught, because now you don't want to lose your job. So it's all kind of games that's being played in there, man. In my 16 years, I never had an officer bring me anything. Now, I might have had paid some officers to look the other way, but as far as hand-to-hand transfer, I wouldn't even put an officer in that position, because bringing contraband across guard lines is a very real charge, man. And them folks lock your ass up on the spot. And it is a felony charge, punishable up to, I think, 5 years. But don't take my word for it. Let's hit that chat GPT up. In the state of Georgia, what does bringing contraband across guard lines carry? Also, make sure you give me the OCGA code. Boy, if y'all sleeping on Chat GPT, you better wake up and wake up fast.
In Georgia, the crime of crossing guard lines with weapons, drugs, or other prohibited items is covered under OCGA Par 425515. Here's what the statute provides. It is unlawful for any person to take or attempt to take across the guard lines of any state or county correctional institution or county detention facility any of the following without the knowledge and consent of the warden, superintendent, or sheriff: weapons, intoxicants, alcohol, drugs, other items declared contraband. Punishment: this offense is classified as a felony. Upon conviction, the penalty is imprisonment for 1 to 4 years. If the contraband is a controlled substance, other drug laws may apply in addition to the guideline statute. Citation: OCGA 42515. Would you like me to also?
So crossing, let me break this down for you. Crossing guard lines is 1 to 4 years. We're not even talking about what you cross the guard line with. That is a entirely separate charge. So people, while you be out here trying to feel sorry for somebody, and let me tell you something about people in prison. They are the most manipulative. They listen, for a woman, a guy gonna make you feel like Beyonce. He gonna make you feel like you was God's gift to the world. He gonna make you feel so pretty. He gonna make you feel more prettier than any guy that's on the street. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's starving for attention, and that attention that they're not getting at home. Even if you eat, listen, I've seen women with boyfriends and husbands come and get them somebody out the chain gang, because that man in the chain gang, he gonna show you all the attention that you wanted to, that you ever wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? But hey, while we in prison, we mean everything we say. And a guy I did time with, man, he was a lawyer. He was an actual lawyer in the state of Georgia, and he got messed up on drugs real bad. Rest in peace, because he's deceased now. But he did like 2 or 3 years, and he got out, and he passed away after becoming very, very successful. He didn't even go back to practicing law. He once told me, he was like, man, everything that a man says behind bars, he really means it with all his heart. He is the most sincere when he behind bars. But when them doors open up, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, while you bringing in trafficking contraband, once they get you one time, you locked in. You are locked in. Me as a person that has been incarcerated, I still would never I would never jeopardize going to bring somebody some damn contraband and jeopardize my freedom. Ain't no way. Is no way possible. And right here, you're choosing your kids. You're choosing your homeboys in prison over your kids. And this is a very sad situation, man. And you know, we got a real low-key problem with officers committing crimes, because see, these supposed to be the best of the best. They ain't never been, they criminal background, when they fingerprint don't show nothing, and they slide between the cracks, and they get off in them facilities and stuff like that. And in the beginning, they might start doing right, but if you talk to an inmate long enough, he gonna reel you in. He's gonna reel your ass in. Next thing you know, you're gonna be doing some shit that you never thought that you would be doing. And listen, all it take is one time. Sorry about that phone call. But listen, man, they more manipulative than you ever would have imagined. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, you're not helping. When you allow an inmate to do something, or you bring him something, you bring drugs to support his habits and everything, you're not helping him out. You know what I'm saying? And whether or not I get a lot of pushback for this one, it doesn't matter to me. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? But um, it's you're not helping the situation when you're doing these things for an inmate. You know what I'm saying? You're only putting yourself in jeopardy, and you're not helping him rehabilitate. See, my opinion, prison and jail needs to be uncomfortable, because it's too many people having fun in jail. And that's why we got this revolving door. We got this revolving door of in and out, in and out, in and out. I was once upon a time in and out, going into the jail. One time to prison was enough for me. I'm not breaking no laws. You know what I'm saying? Not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to listen, man. And you think this is exclusively to black people? Now, hold on. Check this DeKalb County officer out. Now, Don't even know what this charge is. Never heard of this charge. But let's listen. Let's listen in.
Begin this half hour with shocking details from the DeKalb County Jail. A corrections officer has gone from guarding the jail cells to being in one, charged with videotaping female inmates being strip searched. WAFO 48's Nick Ballinger dug into court documents for more information on Evan Wilborn's alleged crimes.
Evan Wilborn is accused of preying on women being booked into the DeKalb County Detention Center. Those women would be strip searched before being jailed. Now, Wilborn is accused of videotaping the strip search. He's charged with 6 counts of voyeurism. It's for videotaping women on 6 different occasions. The alleged crimes go back to last October. 3 of the videos were made last fall. 3 more were taken this year in February and March. Wilborn is being held in the Cherokee County Jail. Now, court records weren't immediately available to show when he will go before a judge. The sheriff's office says their investigation remains active and ongoing, and that more charges and arrests may be pending.
Now that just tell me it probably was more officers in on this crap, man, which is, I didn't even know. Listen, man, when I first saw it, I didn't even know what voyeurism was. I now understand what it is. And it's a very, I you know, taking pictures and videos of women while they're unsuspecting, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Especially women, you got them in a messed up situation. And they're in a messed up situation, they're incarcerated, and all you could think about is doing something to try to get your sick satisfaction on. This is not right. So, you know, a lot of these officers, man, just because they've never been arrested, we've seen this time and time again. They've never been arrested, never been in any type of trouble, yet they make it all the way through the system into these positions. They see with their own eyes people being incarcerated because they're over the people that's incarcerated. And it's like, boy, you like it so much in there that you want to be in there with your homeboys, man. That's all I can see, man. You know, since you like to hook them up, you know, you can be in the cell with them for 24 hours a day, man. This is stupid on so many levels on both of these officers' behalf. One of them obviously brought in contraband. The other one obviously is a peeping Tom. Let's see what voyeurism is, or whatever.
Voyeurism is generally defined as a criminal offense involving the invasion of someone's privacy by secretly observing, recording, or photographing them without consent, typically in situations where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy, like bathrooms, dressing rooms, or bedrooms. Key elements of the crime. 1. Observation recording. The person watches, films, or photographs another individual without permission. 2. Expectation of privacy. The victim is in a place or situation where they should feel safe from being watched, e.g., changing, showering. 3. Sexual motivation. In many statutes, the act must be done for the purpose of sexual gratification or arousal. Legal consequences. Misdemeanor or felony. Depends on the state and severity. Some states treat first offenses as misdemeanors, but elevate charges to felonies if minors are involved or if recordings are distributed. Sex offender registration. In many jurisdictions, a voyeurism conviction may require the offender to register as a sex offender. Employment impact, especially severe for corrections officers, law enforcement, or public officials due to trust and authority concerns. In Georgia, where you often ask about law, OCGA Paragraph 16-1161 defines peeping Tom and related acts as a crime. It covers spying, eavesdropping, or secretly recording others for the purpose of sexual gratification and can carry jail time and fines.
People. Now, this is somebody that is trusted, a trusted authority to be over people. And look what he's doing. Look how he betraying the trust of the ones that hired him and the American people, man. somebody that just simply made a mistake and went to jail. And like they said, I believe more charges is coming because, listen, where there's smoke, there's probably a ton of fire, man. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, these two DeKalb County officers have been arrested. They are terminated for their charges. This is one of these things in our society that don't get talked about enough, because it's like soon as these officers get in trouble, they try to sweep it up under the rug. They try to send them, let them resign. And then next thing you know, they pop up 2 counties over in the same capacity, man. Listen, man, stop breaking these folks' laws, man. Y'all not gonna get away, man. Thank you for tuning into XconMedia. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!